For our next assignment, we're going to be doing what I call a symbolic self-portrait. You're telling us about yourself without drawing a picture of yourself. So you're going to pick 3 things that you really like. So this is Ruby from Harvey. She did this a couple years ago. So she liked Starbucks coffee, YouTube, and flowers. You're going to start by drawing each thing that you like, and then you're going to use these lines that go around and around, called echo lines, until it really fills up the whole space. Now she stopped a little short, but I want to show you mine, which isn't actually complete. So I like playing my guitar. So instead of 3 things, I kind of made this into one thing, but I like music too. So it's really not the same thing. I like listening to music and I like playing guitar. That's actually what my guitar and my amplifier kind of look like. And I like doing art. And I like all kinds of art, so I made a palette, paintbrush, an ink pen, and a pencil, just to show there's kind of more of a range. I don't just paint, I do other things. So after I did a few echo lines, instead of using all echo lines, I started using radiant lines to fill up the space. So radiant lines are lines that radiate out like spokes on a wheel or like the rays of the sun. And we've used these a lot before in art. So to get started, you have to brainstorm. What are 3 of your favorite things? And then you need to draw them large on your paper. You don't want tiny little things. So let's look at Ruby again. Actually, I like hers because on the back she has a very detailed iPhone, a softball, and an emoji. I like to show that because she totally changed her whole thing. She has none of those things on here, and she came up with this. And it was very successful. I don't think I did not hesitate. I knew what I wanted to draw and I drew it. Once you're done drawing it out in pencil, I want you to go in and Sharpie it. And that's it for today. Next week, we'll work on the color. And just to give you a heads up, the color is going to be using gradation, which means we're going to shade it lightly and then fade to dark, or dark to light. But it's not going to be just flat colors where you don't lighten up on your pencil. You're going to be using gradation or a range of value. Okay, that's it. There's not really too much to show you. You're just going to have to draw things. Oh, one more thing. Before you start drawing, you really should figure out what you're drawing and what it should look like. And don't try to get too detailed. That's one thing I like about what Ruby did here. Her iPhone was super detailed, and she decided to go into something that's less detailed, but just as interesting.